Bryan of Brittany by James Elroy Flecker. Read for LibriVox.org by Winston Tharp. Roses are golden or white or red, and green or gray for a sea, but the loveliest girl alive, men said, was Bryan of Brittany. Court or courtier never a one had Bryan, the farmer's lass. Her glorious hair was spread in the sun, and her feet were dewed in the grass. Evening opened a flower in the skies, and shut the others asleep. Home she came with the west in her eyes, driving her silver sheep. "O mother, say, and brothers 7, what guests are these we have, with beards as white as the snow of heaven, and their dark faces grave? But are they merchants from the towns, or captains from the sea, these that are clothed in crimson gowns, and bow the earth to me? O kiss me, Bryan, and take the ring. Kiss me good-bye, my daughter. You're to marry a crowned king in Babylon over the water." Golden hair as the gold of a rose had Bryan of Brittany, and her breasts were white as the foam, and the light of her eyes was the light of the sea. "What shall I do in Babylon, a crowned king to keep? I'll not leave you and my brother John and my flock of silver sheep." "Ah, Bryan, bravely spoken, and bravely dear you speak, not to leave me heart-broken, and mother old and weak." Said James, the eldest brother, with his deep black eyes ablaze, "They bring us gold, O mother, and jewels with red rays." And John, the youngest brother, whose eyes were bright and blue, said, "Let her go, my mother, I'll bring her back to you." "Swear by Christ's love, then, my son John, that when I feel the pain, you'll go to leafy Babylon and bring her back again." "By Christ upon the cross who bled, and the 70 saints of Rome, I'll go there living or go there dead, and bring my sister home." It fell the mother had not seen a second Whitsuntide since Bryan sailed a Persian queen, when her 7 sons all died. "O false and faithless, my son John, and traitor in your tomb, who will now go to Babylon and bring me Bryan home? Whose hair is the golden gold of a rose, and red rose lips has she, and her breasts are as white as the foam, and the light of her eyes is the light of the sea." It chanced a summer night so fair, a night so fair and calm, Bryan was combing her beautiful hair in the moon beneath a palm, and gently sounded through the skies slow bells of Babylon, when there came one with bright blue eyes and the face of her brother John. "Bryan, away from Babylon, our mother weeps tonight." "How tall you are, my brother John, and your blue eyes how bright!" "Oh, I am tall enough to stand and eyed enough to see, and we'll go round by way of the land from here to Brittany." Days went on, and the road went on, and skies brought paler skies. "You never sleep, my brother John, you never close your eyes." "Oh, Bryan, sister, do not fear, and Bryan, do not weep. Before I came to find you, dear, I had enough of sleep." Days went on, and the road went on, and stars to pale or shine. "You never eat, my brother John, nor drink a drop of wine." "Fear not, dear girl, though long our road, so great a strength is mine, for I have eaten holy food, and drunk a scented wine." A month and a year and a day had gone, they came to a sweet country, O the silver shades of the forest glades of Bryan's Brittany. And the little birds began to talk in voices faintly human. Who ever saw a dead man walk beside a rosy woman? "O brother, listen to the birds chattering all together." "The talk of the birds is feather words, and lighter than a feather." "Open, mother, to your son John, and open to your daughter. I bring you Bryan from Babylon over the water. And her hair is the golden gold of a rose, and her lips as the red rose tree, and her breasts are as white as the foam, and the light of her eyes is the light of the sea. But I must back and over the hill, and Bryan must over the sea, and you, old mother, who sit quite still, must over the hill with me. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain.